throw on 4th and 18. He's given time. He wants Jefferson. Comes the ladder. Oh my goodness! Justin Jefferson. The catch of his life.
Good evening, everybody. How you doing? It's your boy, Coach Lee. Happy Monday to you. We're back at it like we're mad at it. We're 4 days away from the weekend, and it is Samba Monday. But before we get into that, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Holla at your peoples, man. Put us out there. Let's get the crew up in here because we got an outstanding show as always. Right off the bat, he's probably feeling like I'm feeling right now, but it's my fellow Cowboy brother, Meta Watt.
Listen here, man. Let the motherfucking troll show begin. First off is Monday night play call sheet. Second off, see me with yellow and green gear. Shout out to the Green Bay Packers for their victory last night. I had a bet. I said I'll wear a Green Bay hat. I'm wearing a Green Bay hat tonight. Other than that, hope everybody's getting to on this Monday. Happy Martin Luther King Day, man. I had a dream, but like I mentioned in the coach this morning, my dream and the Cowboys dream are two completely different things. But we're going to get it rolling, though. Before we continue, gotta bring my man in, man. We are calling Will A. Smith. You know what I'm saying? Because he's been over here doing nothing but trolling out of us. My guy, Chili Will. What's the word with it?
Here we go.
There we go. Word with
it. What's good, fellas, man? What's good? It's Black Monday for y'all, man. But hey, look, now our team's in the same spot.
Not really. It's Groundhog Day for us.
I definitely stole one of my nephew's juice boxes from the party yesterday. Yes.
Yeah, where he rolled up with a Capri Sun trying to get back. He's trying
it's cold up here. It's cold up here. We need some Capri Sun.
Nah, that guy, he's trying to recapture some nostalgia there. That's kind of what y'all do anyway.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, man, it's a rough loss. But hey, we all might be real close next year if Bill's our coach, because he need to be.
Yeah. Possibility.
I might have to fill out an apology for him and become a Cowboys. Nah, I couldn't even finish it. But I did. We're going to have some fun with this show, though. We're going to
have some fun tonight. We're going to go on the Cowboys troll along, roll along, stuff like that as we enter here. But before we start, fellas, a wild card weekend, man. We came in with some games, with some script. Games went one way, games went another way. We had some games on Saturday. Hell of a game. Shout out to the Texans, man. First off, I want to give a shout out to the Texans, man. We could go Cowboys and start here, but I want to go a little short, man. Go start with the Texans over the Browns on Saturday. Give a shout out to the Texans, man, on one of the wild card game. Rookie quarterback, rookie coach. First time that's ever happened. Team made the playoffs, and then on to the divisional round. And beating the Browns on Saturday. Joe Flacco, hell of a season as well. But at the end of the day, fell short. Playoff football, he's gained a lot of value in playoff football. But at the end of the day, being 40, just about off the couch, at some point, it's going to sting. And it sucks when losers and you losses come in the playoffs, man, where there's no more games to play. So
he turned back into a pumpkin. It happened.
He did. He did.
What can you do? Shout out to Ohio State's finally making good QBs. You take the S off. We know of one right now, Stroud.
We know one right now for sure.
But I have hope for Fields. I do. I don't know if the Bears do. That's what we'll talk about later. But yeah, it was a crazy wild card week. We had there was like one good game in terms of like good football. Now, if you had allegiances and tribes and all that, yeah, you enjoyed the rest of the games because a bunch of teams got shellacked. It was like, yeah, I don't know. It was how did college football get it better in terms of good matchups? That's all they complain about is how they don't do that with the
I mean, to the sport, man. Like I said, it's any given Sunday. Yep. And this season, we've seen with a lot of prime teams that were making playoff pushes that they had to go through rally rules, a string of games, must-win games, things of that nature. We got to realize, too, as football fans, those take hits on you, though you have, like you said, tribes and things like that. You may have your team that you want to win. you know, at the end of the day, one thing we do forget is that the game actually has to be played. and we see it here, you know, with recipients of that. And all CJ Stroud, man, you know, blew rookie records, man, in this game as well, man. We throw for 4.
Yeah, man, had 2-something at halftime.
So, you know, Nico Collins, you know what I'm saying,
Real
gone
deal.
with injuries during the season, was able to come back and be that man. You know, people say Tank was his number 1, you know, but Nico was the no one coming in. Prove that, you know, he can at least ball out legitimately, you know, have them play another week. Great out to the running game too. Overall for the Texans, they were rolling.
Yeah, they smoked them.
Yo, shout out to my South Texas family. I heard from some of y'all. Salute to the wifey. So real quick story. So somebody called me yesterday to kind of razz me a little bit about the loss. How about wife in the background? My team still in it. So shout out to the Texans fan, man. Y'all deserve it.
Interesting fact.
We did not think they would last longer than the other Texas team at the beginning of the season when we made our picks. Not at all.
Absolutely. Nobody thought. And since 2000, the Texans have more playoff wins than the Dallas Cowboys.
A lot of people do, but yeah. I think it's funny they didn't even exist the last time y'all won, and now they about to make a little run on their own.
They have a chance next week to play in a AFC Championship game, and depending on how these games potentially go, and Houston is able to. I mean, it's going to be a tougher task going against the Ravens. A home playoff game in Houston could happen.
We ain't making our picks today, but you might be surprised about what I picked for that game. I am very high on staying warm, very high on continuing to play. When you get to sit, I mean, I know a lot of 1 seeds who get that bye week. It helps them, yeah, but I don't know. I think the Ravens are the type of team that needs to play.
We know that. We don't. One day we're gonna say about the 1 season in particular, because these teams got the bye. Is one of these teams are gonna do exactly what Will just said. Yeah. One of the quarterbacks is gonna like, damn, I could have benefited from playing another week, extra week, you know, and it may come down. Either Lamar brought Purdy, but I mean, signs are gonna show that Lamar may be the recipient of that percentage wise, just because of the way and style that he plays at. So we'll definitely see on that. Texans are waiting on the Ravens. It's gonna be an interesting matchup on Sunday. We had the coldest playoff game of the coldest wild card game all the time as well on Saturday night. Chiefs, Dolphins. Dolphins hindered with injuries throughout, but kind of the same thing happened this year that happened last year with them. You know, they fell short of the division, losing, you know, in the month of December. Buffalo ended up taking the spot from them. And the fact that their quarterback, unlike, you know, other quarterbacks this weekend, you know, just didn't come and perform and play. What's going on? Wow, what's going on with you, man? What up, we got to get ready for the draft, man. We got to get ready for the draft.
Yeah,
We're in Cancun right now, so, you know what I'm saying? We just chill it out.
Cabo 1-3. Yeah.
No way he get to a big deal.
Yeah. You can't. Now he gonna get a big deal regardless because the running rate for quarterbacks, but the big deal, nah. And I think he can get the deal, but I don't think Miami should be the one giving it to him. You gotta let him go.
Miami said, I mean, there was ramblings around Miami that, you know, he may be the guy, you know, that they keep, like you said, well, it could be short term still, but in terms of long term, they still gonna have some time to think about that. But you kind of want to make it a situation where if you do give him bread, see you like him. You know what I'm saying? What you like, because in football, you know, you don't want to wait an extra year. Could pass for you, and he struggles next year. But you know, if he's at a high, then you know it's high.
Hey,
0-13
Tampa. Cowboys.
13-0 to me, honestly, game or not tonight. When we lose, I don't even care who loses anymore. It's not for me. It's never been about he. Especially the Eagles. Now, maybe the Patriots is a different thing, but the Eagles, to me, I've never been on the channel of the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? The only time I've been like, fuck the Eagles is when the punter went on that draft year and was talking shit about the Cowboys. Only time I really had like a negative like input in the Eagles. But if the Eagles do lose tonight, hey, it is what it is. We already lost. what more can we do for talking shit about them?
If trash ass a bum like Daniel Jones got $40 million.
Shout out to you, Mike. What's going on with you? How you doing, man?
By the way, Mike is a Giants fan, so he hates Daniel
Yes.
Jones. That's hilarious.
I kind of got the sense of that. That's how most Giants fans feel
Yo,
about their quarterback.
He hates Jones more than I hate our Jones. we got a
I can
Jones
relate.
problem.
I can relate.
One thing about the NFC East is we might have overpaid for 3 to 4 QBs in that division. Washington potentially has a chance to go draft a rookie and do the rookie skill thing, or draft or go sign a QB the money. But if you learn anything from the 3 organizations, Cowboys, Eagles, thing, you might not want to sign somebody to that much money because it's not going to come with a ring. So
nah, they need to go draft the quarterback and keep Howell until that quarterback's ready.
Yep. But the Chiefs overall, they caught footballs in the cold. One question we had about them, they did catch some footballs. They were sustainable. They did what they had to do in the cold weather. Miami could never adjust to it. And Kansas City, again, as the team to beat, the champions, we should call them, because it is playoff time and they do got the belt. They'll be playing another historical game.
Rashee Rice, what a game.
Yeah, Rashee Rice, definitely what a game.
Rookie showed up.
Out of where?
Mm-hmm.
SMU.
SMU.
Absolutely. So, hey.
They're going to be nice next year, bro. Rashee Rice, make that, that second year jump for a receiver is always the big one. That second year jump, and they probably go up and get somebody else. Yeah. Chiefs ain't missing a beat.
Absolutely.
They're going to have to replace Chris Jones, though. He going to leave.
Pick Drake May. I'm sure he doesn't want to sit behind Sam Howell again.
If y'all smart, you better hope Caleb Williams there, but hey, it could be the same thing.
Yeah, it's all about what the Bears do. The Bears holding another draft hostage. Jesus Christ.
What would you do if you was the Bears? I'm just real curious.
If I was the Bears, so originally I was so obsessed with this Marvin Harrison thing, but now I'm like, there's a couple other receivers who may even be just as good in low key. So I still probably take Marvin. I don't know. Look, you can't draft Caleb if you're the Bears because he just said he don't want to play there. He gonna Eli Manning your ass.
Yep.
So I don't know. It's a confusing situation. If you can't pick the best guy on the board, what do you do?
I'll take Harrison, and then I'll take the offensive tackle from Alabama. And
Harrison, and then not odds Michigan. So was it? Oh yeah, I know you're talking about.
So many options. I mean, I won't say so many, but there are options for this team at that spot. The GOAT upgrade.
Because I'm like, if you take Caleb, you're gonna put him back in the same offense
that didn't work with
because you have a trash line, non-existent running game. It's gonna be the same thing again.
Yeah, it did get better towards the end of the year, but yeah. I think they should trade back one. Give it to Washington for 2 firsts. Keep it simple. 2 firsts this year and next year's.
Yeah, and Caleb just entered the draft today officially.
Let them pick Caleb, and then you take Marvin at the second pick.
That makes sense.
I'd rather have Jaden or Drake, not
Still
Caleb.
get the player that you want.
Yeah.
Still get the player that you want at number 9, and then you pick up more draft capital for next year.
Right.
We have Patrick from Washington saying they don't want Caleb, but at the end of the day, talking like that is going to give more and more reason for him to be drafted in that spot. So I mean, hey, if the Bears are on the clock, they got a long clock too. That's the crazy thing about the first round pick. You have a long clock to go draft, and you have to. For the Bears that have been in the position in the last few years they've been, everybody's like, you better make the right decision.
Did I miss something?
Romo. Dak is Romo 2.0. Yeah, you can say that. You know what I'm saying? People know who I take.
Give me Romo any day.
Yeah, man. But the elephant in the room, it is the Dallas Cowboys right now. Yesterday, finished the season off as the second team in the NFC. Yes, we are. We are doing this. We have to do this. Yes, we have to do this. Entering the game. Yes, we are doing this. Absolutely. And yesterday's game, we had the whiteout, everybody going into the stadium. We're playing the Green Bay Packers, and what we call a rivalry game because we've known all the drama that's come around in the last about 10 years when the two teams play in the playoffs. And yesterday was the same old shit we've been seeing. The Cowboys find another way to lose football games, important football games, and that's just this exclamation point and the stamp that belongs on it. We can't win the big games. Of course, with a loss, there's ramblings of, what can we do to be better? What's going to happen next? All this and that. I mean, ultimately, that'll play out. But what we seen yesterday is the players not willingly and fulfilling their duties and coming to play and compete. And that's what I seen yesterday. They ain't coming to compete. The defense didn't come to compete, which I always say, man, one side of the ball plays good, the other side doesn't. The defense started bad. The offense supposed to help them and pick them up. Seemed like we was in that direction. And what does that do after a pretty decent season of handling the ball and treating the ball with respect? He disrespects the football, throws a pick six the other way. We go deep in the hole. We can't handle that. The Packers not one time, I don't think, punted the ball yesterday.
One time.
Now,
the whole game.
The whole game. They did not punt the football.
Yeah.
Now, okay, they didn't punt the football, but as an offense now, we gotta help our defense out. We didn't do that. I'm blaming both sides of the football yesterday for the performance, and then Tony Pollard comes to play finally, but then that's the downfall why we lose because it always happens. The defense plays good, the offense don't. The offense plays good, the defense don't. It's always something. It never changes, man. My emotion is high as shit, but kind of starting to feel as if we ain't never gonna win one while I'm here. So I'm not even put it in that aspect, man. They're Dallas to me. And they're going to be Dallas to me until they can prove that they're the Dallas Cowboys because I don't know what the hell is going on. This is crazy. It's wild.
The real elephant in the room is y'all need to go sign Bill Belichick. That's what you need to do.
It ain't going to matter as long as we got Mr. Burns at the helm.
No, I think that's why I think it's different. I think they both, as much as these two gentlemen can be, so keep it within reason. I think they've both been humbled. I think Jones is 81 and wants to see another bowl before he dies. So he's got to hurry up. And what's the quickest way to get back to the bowl with a team that has talent?
Excellent.
Yeah. Excellent. Quickest way to get back there is to sign a real coach who knows how to coach them boys. Like literally.
No, I understand all that. Definitely. And the deadline has been a long time ago where we should have been in that position. I mean, obviously Bill wasn't available, but the deadline technically, and we've been speaking for the last few years on the coaching change in Dallas. This is the deadline. The deadline's over. And it does need to be a new coach in Dallas. Shout out to Mike McCarthy. You know what I'm saying? You did what you could, given the circumstances that you had. Not going to hold you,
12.
you know what I'm saying, and call and dog you and call you the dirty dog and kick your ass to the curb and all that stuff because at the end of the day.
You should. He sucks.
No. I should. He sucks. Yeah. But despite all that, there's not a lot of coaches in the NFL that's won 12 straight games and 4 straight seasons. You can't do that. Now in a big game, at the end of the day, you can call scheme all that, but these players over there did not go on the field and fight yesterday. They did not go on the field and fight for that coach yesterday. Regardless if you want them gone or not, those players did not go on the field and play and compete for their coach yesterday. And ultimately, it's not their fault that he's gone. We already knew he was going to be gone, but I'm not gonna put any other whipped cream on the top of it and bash Mike McCarthy.
Hey, Bird, Munger, stop it, Munger Games. It don't matter how much he loved the Giants. Like
Parcells came here.
If he want to turn around and win right now and get that, he need 15 more wins. That's all he needs to pass Shula. He need 15 wins, and
they both need each other right now.
That's what I'm saying. They never have they needed each other more at this moment. And what did Bill just say he's willing to do? Step away from the GM role. He sucks. He knows that now. All right, that's the perfect guy because you might have to do that dealing with Mr. Burns. This is gonna work if they put these two together. They're gonna both realize that's another alpha that I can't just tell him what to do. They both are established. It's gonna work. I think.
Did y'all see Belichick anywhere today? Did he do any press conferences or anything?
He had a meeting somewhere today. I think he was meeting with somebody.
He was meeting with the Pats. He was meeting with the Pats to see if he want to stay. They don't really want to let him go. They don't want to bring him up.
No, that wasn't today.
Yeah, that was that.
I thought they already met with the Pats man and said he's out.
Yeah. I was asking for a reason because locally, Jerry and Steven canceled the radio shows this week. And somebody who had knowledge of their pilot for the jet said that he had a trip going somewhere this morning, but they didn't specify where.
So he was doing exit meetings today. You're right. He was in the building doing the exit meeting with the players. So like basically talking to, but he's gone. They're not trying to talk to him, staying there. Like he's fucking out. He was doing exit meeting with the team. You are right though. He was in the building. That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, he's doing that the exiting meetings. Fucking yeah, that's yeah. Hey, I'm telling, it's a match made in heaven right now.
I can be real with you. I'll be real with you. Bringing Bill in, and I'm gonna say this the number one thing too. While we bring Bill in, and like you said, you don't have to really be the GM and do all the digging down a lot, but you still have your mind. One thing people don't really give Bill credit the respect for, you know, in terms of the whole Brady shit, it's Brady, is that he brought little counter pieces through draft picks and trade collateral to make the team a little spicier, make the team unique to a point where why they still winning, why they continue to still winning. We know Tom is that guy and stuff, but you need interchangeable pieces as well to succeed and continue to win games because Tom's not going to be hard every game. That's what Belichick can bring to it, and I think that spice can definitely help the Cowboys out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say, oh shit, we got Bill Belichick, but damn, it'll be definitely a coach that you feel like can bring some balls with him. You know what I'm saying? Though if Jerry's like, oh, you ain't running everything, but he got some balls, and I think Jerry can back off a little bit and respect that. You know what I'm saying? Give him the resume and things like that. Sean Payton was the number one man on the board.
He got the hardware, bro. That's what he really gonna have to respect. My man got rings.
Yeah, because Jerry gonna be like, I got 3. He gonna be like, I got
twice that.
So
and recently,
here's the one thing
from the entertainment standpoint. And you think about it from the Cowboys standpoint, team standpoint, it seems like Will said, it's a match made in heaven.
And they need the defense. They need the help on the defense. That's what
the thing that's intriguing to me about it is, I've always said it. I posted it yesterday. They don't know how to live in the moment. Situational football is not their strength. Hadn't been there for a while. That's what Bill does. You're right. That's what Jimmy Johnson did.
Mm-hmm.
Situational ball. You know, if you see this, we've talked about this.
By the way, I knew y'all was in y'all bag and y'all it was emotional at the time.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Because that game was over at halftime. But the best thing that happened yesterday was Jimmy Johnson's speech. I was ready to run through a wall. That dude was lit. It was crazy.
He had fire in his eyes, man.
Yo, he was about to cry. He was about to punch the camera guy. I was so hyped. They should have brought him in the locker room. Maybe they would have played better.
They should have pumped that shit in the locker room.
Yeah, just every system should have been playing that. That was beautiful to see. That was beautiful to see Jimmy back in his bag like that.
See everybody that just sits here, like Michael Irvin, for instance, too, last night. Michael Irvin had a rant last night that was just like, sit here like, I hope Mike doesn't do nothing too crazy, you know? So
Jimmy. 100%.
Mike was pissed, man. Mike was pissed.
And all, man. But the Cowboys, you know, another disappointing season, you know, for all Cowboys fans.
Yes, play this shit. Hold on.
Yeah, play it.
Every single one of you. You know how hard we've worked. I don't need to have people pointing the fingers one thing or another. You get your rear end in there and you play the way you know how to play. We can win the game. We're going to open it up. We're going to go fast tempo. Defense, get after Jordan Love. You can't give him that much time. You do what you're supposed to do. We'll win this game.
Oh, here we go.
No.
And that no lie. And that's why at the end of the day, And that's why at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit here and say Dan Quinn got to go. Mike McCarthy obviously needs to go, but I'm not going to throw no extra kicking on his ass because ultimately that's what it comes down to. The players got to go out there and fucking perform like you've been doing all season. And then you pull a fucking magic trick like you didn't know what the hell you were going to play today. You like that's some bullshit, man. And when it comes to fandom and what we've waited for to happen, that's why people are emotional about it. That's why. Because when you look at the NFL fucking history books and you see what was done before, you feel like in a lot of sports, you feel like in a lot of sports, teams are gonna kind of rejuvenate themselves, and we haven't rejuvenated ourselves one bit, man, and we suck, and that's the bottom line.
You don't get no play, bro. Show up when you.
I'm here. Hey, Dominique, I told you.
Show up all week. Show up.
Shout out to you, man. We came through for you. We came through for you. Told you we're gonna give you the light tonight, but overall, we got to shout out the team that they played yesterday. You got to give a shout out to the Green Bay Packers. This a year ago.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's like, always love this guy that's gonna come in here and replace Aaron Rodgers. The Green Bay tree, QB tree is phenomenal, and for this season at least, it's gonna stay exponential growth wise. It's gonna stay up. So shout out to them. Hell of a roster. Had some guys come back. You know, they was in the middle of the pack during the season, but at the same time, their quarterback progressed. They got a bunch of people say no-name receivers, but when they actually grow in a couple years, that's going to be like some Pittsburgh Steelers talent, like the way they grow their wide receiver core with those bunch of guys that they have. Shout out to them overall. They beat us like they've been beating us in this rivalry. They are our second daddy. The 49ers our first daddy. And I want to, again, shout out to all Green Bay fans. And, hey, go up to San Fran next week and get it done if you can.
Imagine being his meth dealer.
Every
if I hit him up after, like, yo, you good?
This country all across the league, they stood up to defend their city and defend their team, except in the city that deserved it the most, except the team that's most recognizable and deserved it the most. What do you do when all you have don't understand what they have? When I got here, I understood the men before me. They built the Dallas Cowboys. They made this America's
Preach.
They put a championship on the table before I got here. My job while I was here is to match what they have done because they built it. They handed it to me. Put my damn championship on the table. That's all we ask. Put your damn championship on the table, and you couldn't do it. All their asses gotta go.
He said, "Clean sweep, strap them on."
What you ultimately started last year, when you started the tremble of this team, because when you had the sparkle of this team, when it first was assembled and Romo went down with the back injury in the preseason, you had Zach and Zeke, and you thought that it could end in a story ending with the two. Obviously, Zeke downgraded in this game. You traded him. So, I mean, hey, Michael's right, man. You might have to start chopping down the trees. The Dominique's question, we're going to keep that next year. I was talking to Coach earlier. I said at the end of the day, regardless of what Dak did in the playoff game, when you look at the quarterbacks in the NFC, he's still in that 3 to 5 range. So, hey, Dallas, what are you going to get that's better than him? I mean, I don't know what they're going to do with Trey Lance. Probably try to develop him, make him the next guy. But for right now, we don't really have to worry about anything at the QB position because, hey, we got this guy. Still owe him a little bit of cheddar. Might as well try to slice that cheddar up the best way we can.
Yeah, you give back the extension.
Like we said, you play with it, but I mean, hey, the best thing might be to cash in now and try to get him now on like a 2. That's being nice.
Because if you don't, he's a $59.5 million cap hit next year.
You slice it with the 2, so now it's 3, and then a year and a half. You can go back to the table, see what you want to do with them. Because like I said, NFC-wise, he's still right now a 1 to 5 quarterback. I won't say 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, but maybe next year that changes, and when that starts changing, maybe then I don't know.
I think you have to ask yourself this: is there a coach, and then subsequently a few moves that can be made that make this team good enough that Dak can win it with this team? And that's a tough question to ask yourself. It's going to take the perfect coach. And
it's going to take the perfect coach too. But honestly, too, to Ant's point, and I've been saying this all year. Coach probably been saying this all year. Everybody been saying this all year. If we had a running back that really controlled the game, we would probably be in a better situation too.
Okay, but you had that, and now he's on my team for some reason.
No, absolutely. And I feel like that's what we messed up at, because ultimately that need that type of support back there to do. So if in free agency, now you're looking to try to go get a running back, and you're thinking the same way I am, and there's some running backs on the market, but you got to get the right one, maybe, and then with the coach, because you're going to get in one.
If your struggle is going out and just getting a running back, and that's what's stopping you, you ain't it. It's the worst. It's the least needed position in the league.
No, but I'm talking about in terms of somebody that's serviceable to where.
It's the easiest position to find in the NFL. The fact that you couldn't find one, or that you had one and let it go, there's a.
I don't even think they they were disinterested all year to go get one, and that's what bothered me.
It was weird they didn't even try.
It was weird as hell. You didn't even try to go get one, and that's what and that's why you all agree with, because at the end of the day, it is one of the easiest things to go find. And the Dallas Cowboys are kind of we're not stressing it, but shit, for the way we're trying to progress and try to get to where we need to get to, shit, you should have went to go get one. You know what I'm saying? But
I like that. They got to get Dak out of the timing offense. It inflates QB stats against bad teams, and at home, he would know at home in the regular season, gets exposed in the playoffs for all QBs in that type of offense. Yeah,
Coach, get your 2 cents in, man. My man ain't want to hear you, man.
Me personally, I think the only way I see them extending Dak is if they find a way to maybe by year 2 to get out of it as far as a cap hit. Mm-hmm. Other than that, you might have to bite the bullet, because I do think they're going to sit on Lance, and they brought him in. They let him learn the offense, let him learn the way how they do things. They didn't put any pressure on him this year. They got him next year on the cap, and then they can still pick up the 5th-year option if they choose to at that point in time. Now, if they decide to bite the bullet on Dak for whatever reason, it's like I say, it's almost a $60 million cap hit for 24, and then they can let him go, and it's like a $30-35 million dead money hit.
Yeah.
Or 25. And then at that time, you've got Lance, whatever the case may be, coming in at that point in time. I'm interested in Lance. Me personally, I know he's got a bad rep. He got shipped out of San Fran. To me, it was just a situation. It's not like when he was in the game that he was just terrible. He made some decent throws, some good plays. But he had somebody come in. He just couldn't stay on the field. He kept getting hurt.
He had a quarterback-friendly coach.
It was it.
He had a quarterback-friendly coach who fell in love with another quarterback on the roster. So that's going to be a problem. I think still no one has talked about y'all biggest issue moving forward. Biggest issue, easily, in my opinion, is Micah.
Yep. What you going to do with him?
What you going to do with him? It's huge. That's a huge problem. My man was not at the game yesterday.
Here's my thing. I might be on an island with this. I don't like Micah at defensive end.
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing this. Put him go back to 3-4. Put him outside where he belongs. Let him wreak havoc.
He's
not a defensive end.
Let him read and react. Yeah,
unless it's 4-3, then he's the defensive end. But he's not a 3-4 end. It's not. That's a run stopping position. I don't understand it.
Dan Quinn, I appreciate what you did for us, but it's time, brother.
That's funny, that's crazy too, because he was the heir apparent, and then it was 2 games, and it was get him out of here.
Yeah.
My question too is with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, did Dan feel a certain way because he knew the keys wasn't going to be handed to him? Because we assumed that the keys would be handed to him if it went down with McCarthy.
No, I think the keys aren't going to get handed to him because of yesterday. Of the day.
Yeah.
Like that's why he's not getting the keys. That's the only reason. That they lost because that defense was soft in the biggest game of the year. And when you're saying we're going to put Dan Quinn as the head coach, he's going to be our next head coach because he got this defense acting right, and then you lose because of your defense, you can't really have that same plan anymore. You got to move somewhere else. Plus,
Question for y'all though.
Plus, like I said, if you go get
how would y'all rate Dan Quinn as a coach?
As a coach, as a head coach?
We don't know. Dan Quinn as a head coach was there.
28-3.
Not good.
No. And this is what no. And I'm gonna be real with you as shit. Dan Quinn, I never wanted to even say it because he was on the high. But as a head coach, no. This is why some people stay at the position they're at. And the Seattle want to make that case to have him as the head coach. Go ahead. But I knew he wasn't going to be Dallas' head coach. I kind of knew it wasn't. I mean,
yeah. CD. I mean, look. After the year he had, that's probably why nobody's really saying nothing. He had a big season and he had a bad game. Yeah, he just wasn't.
Something was going on yesterday. They was early on.
Before, they got into it before the game. I think he checked out. Now, obviously, that's still a bad thing. If that's your franchise receiver, it don't matter what happened before the game with the quarterback. You can't check out of the biggest game of the year. But things happen. Him and Dak got into some shit. I don't think he was into that game.
I'll say this. Something was going on with the play calling yesterday. That offense didn't look like the offense that he's been excelling in this year.
Yeah, they got behind so fast though that like their whole.
I saw a lot of the vertical routes that came back in again, which I'm not a fan of that Kellen Moore ran versus when they was running the layered routes, the staggers, the quick, the quick screens and things of that nature. I didn't see much of that going on yesterday, and maybe, just maybe, he didn't agree with the game plan coming to the game. And that's why he was disinterested.
And that's a problem. Can't do that. Even if he's right, you can't do that.
No.
Also, for some reason, you guys came out and wanted to feature Cooks. He had like 5 attempts, targets at some point in that first half. It seemed like.
Motherfucker.
Now he could play, but you gotta get him to the ball. That you can't. Oh, fuck. Devontae Smith. Oh well. You got to pay Micah Parsons and Diggs. I'm starting to think you can't pay both.
I'm thinking probably saying you got is Diggs and Lamb is up. I mean, Parsons and Lamb is up. Diggs just got his money already.
Oh yeah, they got that. So you got to get Lamb.
So Lamb is next, and then Micah. And Micah, you got to back up the Brinks truck. That's another reason why you probably can't afford to have Dak making bukus of money, and he can't. And he can't elevate you to the next level.
Yeah. Jalen Hurts finally connects the long ball.
Jalen Hurts.
What up, Josh?
Jalen Hurts connects with Goddard for a touchdown. 10-16 Tampa Bay Bucks. Monday night edition of the NFL on ESPN. Tune in if you're interested. Hey, tune in with us. That'll be more better for your liking.
It's scary though. Okay, but
James on that.
Hey, look, I love it, but you run the risk of losing that whole locker room.
Really? You think so?
I think so.
I think some of those guys probably like, damn, man.
Get them the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Because no, but that's the thing too. No, it's going to be a divide in the locker room. Definitely going to be a divide in the locker room. Because who likes him though? Who can tolerate him? We obviously seen CeeDee Lamb, one of the stars on the team. Like, man, sometimes I ain't fucking with you, dog. So who else feels that way? Is it more top dogs in the organization that feel that way? You know, you have
feel like they don't rock with Dak.
Yeah,
I feel like most of them rock with that. Honestly, I'm not even like the game. Everyone was talking about the pick six. The game was over. I went down.
That what killed it, Will. That's what killed it for me. For me, it's like, okay, we're not gonna play defense good today. The offense cannot do anything to fuck up, and the defense been in a position to. And then you threw that pick six, and I'm sitting here like, dog.
Two plays. When they came down. They got the ball. They came down. They scored. We come right out. We need to go. We need to match them because it's evident that the defense wasn't focused on that first drive. What did he do? He throws a lazy ball. Cooks runs a lazy route and lets the DB cross his face.
And even with lazy route, lazy pass, and it still was a tough play to make by the DB. That's
It's
not
a tough
like
play to make. Still tough play to make, but you gotta be more crisp at that point in time. And then the pick six, the thing that killed me on the pick six came right after him and CD had just talked. They literally had just talked coming out of the huddle. And then you still have miscommunication on somebody's part.
He's like, I'll show him.
Man, listen. Keep it real with y'all.
Crazy.
Cowboys, fuck y'all. Y'all suck. Y'all don't deserve no more talk on the play call sheet this season. For y'all disappointment. The clowns of the motherfucking week in all sports for that disgraceful loss in Jerry's world, man. Again, shout out to the Packers, man. Go up to San Fran and do what you gotta do, man. I mean, Jordan Love, man. Go up there and light it up.
I drove this morning listening to Dallas Cowboys radio. My goodness, it was hilarious.
Would you listen to the 105.3 The Fan? Because man, it was hilarious today. They were besides themselves.
And the snow. And it was snowing in Dallas.
Oh, everything's ending. They're looking.
Hell froze over, literally.
They looking for clips.
Yeah, it was a fan. Yeah, it was nuts this morning.
Hell, and literally, man.
The fan audible app, nice.
We had a game that could have kind of relaxed Cowboys fans before the Cowboys game yesterday, but it got postponed to today. That was the early wild card game between the Steelers and the Buffalo Bills up in Buffalo. Buffalo took care of business, you know what I'm saying, in the Pittsburgh season. Many of people will say, oh, wow, Pittsburgh was in there anyway. But, I mean, this is how Sundays roll. You're going to get a team like Pittsburgh in the dance, you know, but in all respectable season form. Mike Tomlin didn't like some words, man, after the post-game conference.
He might be out of it. Oh, yeah. He might take a year off.
And all Buffalo, man, this is what happens when you play good football, man. You end up in great situations. Just a month ago, we're sitting here like, damn, they might just end up being the 6 or 7 seed. They end up with the 2 seed, host a playoff game against one of the shittiest teams in the conference in terms of playoff seeding, and they're able to wrap it off and get a dub and walk into Arrowhead next week. So we're gonna hear Mike Tomlin, and we're gonna see his reaction to what he was asked.
Anyone? Mike, you have a year left on your contract.
He wasn't even having it.
That's my dog.
He
gave him the hardest
left.
Yeah, he was just like, we out. We ain't doing this. That's crazy. That's funny as shit.
I heard about it, but I hadn't seen it till just now.
Yeah, we're not doing this today. We just lost this game. Hey, but the thing is, you're gonna be continue to be asked that question. You know, we all said, when will the clock stop and the alarm go off for Mike Tomlin's departure from Pittsburgh?
This was the last year of his contract, right?
Yeah,
they stopped the tush push. Fuck them.
On a 2-point conversion. Yep.
Yeah. They stopped the push touch on the 2-pointer. That's funny.
So it's 9-16 Tampa Bay. I said 10-16. I need to stop thinking that people are just going to go for field goals and convert. They went for 2. I don't know why they went for 2, and they got stopped.
100%.
Shout out to Mike Tomlin, man. I always say he's a legend, man. And, hey, legends sometimes go out on their own shield, as we realize. You know, you don't always go on your own shield. Buffalo, though, they go to KC. We got to get an earlier input. We've seen instant classics from both of these teams when they played each other.
No,
do you
KC
guys expect another one at Arrowhead?
I thought KC go to Buffalo.
Oh, yeah, sorry. KC go to Buffalo, sorry. If y'all's situation, do you expect another instant classic?
I expect a lot more shoveling.
More snow in Buffalo?
Yeah. I don't think this year's team is the type of team that is going to get into a shootout with Mahomes. But then again, Mahomes' team this year isn't really much of a shootout team either. So I think it's going to be another gritty game. And I think the Chiefs are going to win just because they got the better defense, in my opinion. And they're healthier. But I don't think it's going to be a shootout like the last one. I don't think it's going to be like that. Changing of
Buffalo's
the
still in here.
Bills.
Buffalo's still in the game.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take it as shit. Buffalo has, if any chance, this is the chance right here for them. This is it. The Buffalo's been trying to get to the Super Bowl for the last few years. What has been the Achilles heel? Kansas City.
Yeah.
They gotta win this game. They gotta win this ball game. Similar situation, like I said about my boys against the Packers. You gotta win this game. History tells yourself that no matter how built this team is, or changed, or the QB's gone, you have to beat this team. And if Buffalo can, this is a win right here. Like, if you can beat these type of teams, it gives you so much confidence just to go just beat on other teams. And I hope that Buffalo learns from our experiences and goes in there, you know, and go up and beat them in home field as a motherfucker and continue that home field advantage, man. Because, man, listen.
Yeah,
What do we have? A Texans Lions Super Bowl.
I mean, the greatest thing I've ever seen. And no one's gonna watch it.
Jay Prince versus Eminem.
Yeah, for real. No one's gonna watch that fucking game but us. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna do a live podcast during the Super Bowl. No one's gonna watch. I think we should all be rooting for the Bills.
Good question though. And shout out because we have to get there because I saved the potentially best for last. You know what I'm saying? Last night's Sunday night game, Rams, Lions were going crazy. I'm hearing liquor stores were sold out of liquor bottles. That's how crazy just the wild card weekend was. Listen here. That's just wild card weekend. They host another game next week.
It's a misunderstanding. It's Detroit. They can't drink water. That's the only thing that they just...
Oh shit. The alcohol is their water. But they beat the Rams last night. It was a great game to watch. Back and forth. Matthew Stafford and his return to Detroit.
He's amazing.
Played a hell of a game. Rams, hell of a game plan, hell of plans. A couple plays that could have went the other way. Potentially the reason why this game, didn't go the Rams' way. The Lions, though, man, first playoff win since 91? So
y'all were relevant.
And shout out to the Lions, man, for the win last night, man. Jared Goff. Hey, I'm gonna be hoisting this QB position one more week.
I will.
Just casually, casually say some hateful shit.
Before Bills win, so that the better Nick Wright has to shut the fuck up. Yeah, we will all love to hear Nick Wright shut the hell up.
Fuck that beta.
Ratings will be good, but listen here, the defense is getting healthier in Detroit. The offense is still respectable and trustworthy for the point in Detroit. Hey, Detroit's out there, man. They're gonna be more than likely. It's either gonna be the game next week because they play the winner of this one, correct?
Yeah, and I think
they're the winner of this game. So that'd be interesting.
And I think they're better than both of these teams. So
yeah, they're better than both of these teams, and they're healthier than both of these teams right now.
Right.
And that's ultimately what it comes down to.
The crazy thing is that it was a beautiful thing to see. Someone else pointed this out on ESPN today, but it was a beautiful thing to see that in a big moment, 3rd down and 9, Dan Campbell looked dead at his quarterback, put the ball in his hands, and he got the ball to Amon St. Rod for the first down to win that game. And it's just great that he got to come full circle because he got in front of the crowd that drafted him, or in front of the team that drafted him. He gave up on him. A coach trusted him, and he made the big play and won the game. That was huge for Goff. I think it's a big moment that not enough people are talking about. Goff deserves a lot more love. He got a lot of hate early on for no reason, honestly. His numbers are pretty much the same as Stafford's in every way, if not better. So yeah, shout out to Goff, man. Shout out to the Lions. The Lions won a playoff game. That's crazy.
You know why the hate started? And it's because of a guy that was the backup of the other team last night, and that's Carson Wentz.
A little bit. It's really the rookie season was a
little bit. You know what I'm saying? They kind of tried to throw Goff off, and then he made a Super Bowl, and he actually played in the Super Bowl, and they dogged him some more. And like you said, last night came full circle. You got your former head coach who didn't want you, abandoned you, coaching the other team, and you said, "Hey, take that, motherfucker."
That's a good play. Yeah, Dan Campbell and Dan Campbell and Sean McVay look so in football shape. They have the two
Fought each other.
Winner wins the game. Hey, no, you don't get to go. You don't get to come in here, Josh, and show no Dan Campbell love because I hate rah coaches. I hate.
No, Josh is so weird. No. But the Josh's defense, Josh is so weird. No, Josh is weird because Josh kind of threw me into Dan Campbell, and I'm sitting here looking at Dan Campbell more, and I'm like, I like this guy. So I don't know why Josh goes into this rah mode with him when you like Dan Campbell from the rip.
Yeah, it's a weird ass take because rah coaches, like, look, I get it. Do they have a long shelf life? Probably not, because that message isn't gonna ring for that long.
Right, exactly.
But if you hire good coordinators and you come in with that rah shit and you're good and you win, yeah.
He's a better Mike Singletary. Yeah. He's a better Mike Singletary. This is what Mike Singletary was trying to do, and he couldn't get to the players. You know what I'm saying? He was getting his star players mad. He was making raps about Vernon Davis. Like,
can't win with him. Won't do it. Can't do it.
Dan Campbell is actually getting to his players. And I can respect that. I can respect that rah when the team's playing great and is playing good. Yeah, it could doom them at some point, but it's not dooming them now. In the city of Detroit needs to do this type of shit now. So I can salute them for that. So.
You see, the problem is when somebody doesn't like the rah coaches, and I'm not taking a shot, I just feel like you haven't really, like, maybe you haven't played. Because those are the coaches when you're on fucking a two-a-day, the end of a two-a-day, and you got one more sprint to do and you just don't got it. The rah coaches that make you run through a wall.
Yep.
And they do it even more on game day. I don't know. I guess
motivation.
Yeah, like nothing. There's nothing like motivation. There's nothing like confidence too. Think about anything you've ever done, whether it was easy or difficult. It was automatically easier if you had confidence doing it, and that's what the rah coaches instill. They instill confidence.
Right. Exactly. Is the greatest rah coaches of all time.
Rex Ryan's up there for me because also he could do the X's and O's as well. He, like, defensively, he can X and O you out. So I like that. Tomlin's up there for sure. I can't call Jimmy one. Jimmy had it. Jimmy, we saw it last night at halftime. Jimmy had it, but he was he was a genius too. I don't know who you got. Like, I got some. I'm trying to think of some other ones. I mean, Singletary is a good one to bring up.
Me personally, I'll just probably because he knew how to put different hats on. I would say Jimmy was one, but that was only because Jimmy was a psychology major.
Yeah,
so he understood how to. He knew that he can deal with certain people certain ways. He knew how to get the best out of them. Some of them he had to yell at. Some of them he used an example of. But I think that's where a lot of locker rooms are lacking now. Is just like in anything, any class, you had in growing up, you had bullies. There was a hierarchy in the classroom. There's a hierarchy that's usually in a locker room. You got certain people that you can go to them. I think Irvin talked about it all the time, where Jimmy would get on his ass in front of everybody because he knew he can handle it. But then there's some guys, you got to talk to him on the side. So you got to be able to take those different hats off of. So I would probably say Jimmy. I would probably say Pete Carroll is a rah coach.
Oh yeah.
And he definitely because his first time through the pros weren't as good. He went
because no one wanted to hear that shit.
Nobody wanted to hear that shit.
Not from him. He didn't prove it.
Perfect example. Somebody not want to hear that shit is when Holtz was with the Jets. They ran him out of their locker room. They did not want to hear it. So you got to know that it's a time and place for it. You can't be 100% all the time. I don't think Dan Campbell's like that all the time. He may be like that with the
that's the thing.
Media. But I see him as a Parcells disciple. Exactly. So he knows how to motivate.
So Josh, this is my point about this take of yours is that I think you're making it too black and white. Like, and I don't mean colors. I mean, like, you're making it too just this or the other, this or that. It's not. It's a gray area to this. Like, yes, Dan Campbell did win that game with a sound X's and O moves, but guess what? They're not in this game if he's not a rah coach. The Detroit, you understand? Listen to that. The Detroit Lions won a playoff game, or they were even in the playoffs, because he motivated that team and that city to believe they could be here. They didn't X and O their way here at all. This is not an X and O team. Like, they have good X's and O's when they want to.
But he got a great DC, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Aaron Glenn from the Wrecking Crew.
Oh, I love Aaron Glenn. Yeah. That fucking Aaron Glenn dealing with
They
that
were
dude.
teammates at A&M.
Yes, yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, so I look, I do understand because Josh, I think this take was born in the fact that you grew up a Belichick fan. Belichick is the antithesis of a rah-rah coach. He is absolutely not that. He is all cerebral. So I understand that for sure. I definitely understand that. And hey, look, I too love an X's and O's guys. But football is too tough of a sport to not have a guy who will make you run through a wall. You need that.
Absolutely. Definitely need that, man. Hey, Lions raw.
Cowboys needed it last night. Like if Dan Campbell was y'all coach last night, y'all win that game. I feel like y'all just come out there storming the gates. And just y'all got fucking what is Mike McCarthy? He's not a rah-rah guy, and I don't trust his X's and O's. The motherfucker's a jag. Fucking jag coach. I never heard of that. That's crazy.
Absolutely. Fellas, man, it's the play call sheet, man, rounding down the clock at halftime, just about of the Eagles Tampa Bay game. 46 seconds left, actually. Philly trying to, I guess, drive for some points before the half. They're down 9-16.
Yo, Eagles are a tough watch lately. Like a real tough. Offensively, they're not good at all.
No,
It's bad.
something's
It's
off
real
there.
bad.
Guess what though? They just paid their quarterback $250 million.
Yeah, and I think they'll be fine with that. It's almost everything else. Like he's not. They paid him too much to be a game manager.
Too much too soon.
Why am I? Who sent me an Usher Raymond pick? Oh,
That's P. Diddy.
What is going on? Wow, stay out my inbox.
Let's take a quick break, y'all, and we come back about 15-20. Appreciate you hanging out with your boys on the play call sheet.
Let's get it.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's cornerback Delvin Breaux here from your favorite team, New Orleans Saints. I just want to go ahead on and give a shout out to STWF Media for allowing me to come on and talk about my testimony, my story, and also talk fantasy football. I just want to say thank you, man, for the honor. I appreciate you, man. Y'all make sure y'all tune in tonight at 7:30 Central Time. Bro Show out.
Welcome back to the play call sheet, man. That's a good first half.
He tried to climb into the phone. You see that? He was mad close to that.
Who's that? Me?
No, the commercial.
Oh.
Also, is his last name Broham? That's what it sounded like he said. That's a great last name. It was Broham. Come on, Broham.
So, next up tonight, we talked about it's enough for the wild card weekend, enough for the Cowboys early exit. We got some more stories we want to cover, actually some scenarios. For some of the people, they've already gone fishing. They're already on the couch. So, I think we're 4 weeks away from the Super Bowl. And after that, got free agents. So we got some buyer beware free agents that are coming up.
Ain't really a Super Bowl unless the Patriots are in it, but whatever.
Y'all are so spoiled.
Super Bowl, that's the game where some team plays the Patriots, right? Like that's how
pretty much. Yeah. Well, for 20 years, they was in half of them.
Motherfucker Brady went to 10 of them shit. That's crazy.
10.
Everybody talk about Braun. Yo, Braun went to 10. It's easier to do in the NBA. My man went to 10 in the NFL. That's absurd.
Yeah. So I'm gonna throw out. So the first free agent that they say that you should be aware of if you're buying this offseason, we probably can agree on this first one. Kirk Cousins.
Only because of the injury. Because honestly, I'm done with the whole Kirk Cousins hate and even some of the Dak hate. I mean, it's fresh for Dak right now, but I mean, like, I'm over the hate for certain quarterbacks who like they get. My man Kirk does work every year, and we make fun of him about the time of the day that he plays the game, but that's still a team thing. Honestly, it's not really just on him. And he fills it up every year. The joke is fun to keep going, and I will continue the joke, but I think we need to be realistic sometimes. Kirk's pretty good. It's only because of the Achilles that I wouldn't want to sign him on my team.
Cool.
Kirk, man, Kirk can actually help. He can help somebody that doesn't get the QB you liking. There's gonna be a lot of teams that's like, damn, should we go get this guy, get this guy, get this guy? He's one of those guys that you're like, but the Achilles injury might be the downfall. But hey, if
He is
if he can
36.
show that- huh?
He is 36.
Yeah,
Right. If he can show, that he can come back from that at least, man. He's not a bad find for a team that can't get the quarterbacks you want.
Yeah, I can see him staying. Michael Penix, though, what pick?
You like that?
Oh, that. You like that? You like that?
Like that.
Shit on my white guy verse. You like that?
The Saints should have waited till this year to go draft a quarterback. Go get a quarterback. Y'all could have got Kirk Cousins.
Yep. But y'all stuck with Carl. Next up, we got, I don't know about a bust on this one. We got Mike Evans.
All right, so with him, it just depends on how much you're going to spend on him. That's what it's really cool. Like what's the price tag going to be? But yeah, that dude is a horse. All he does is produce.
And he's had, other than the Brady experiment, he's had average quarterbacks at best.
Oh, hoopty ass. Facts. He said, "Oh, hoopty ass." man, fucking car's a Civic. He's like, he's a Honda Civic. I got one.
They say Mike Evans might be in the range of $24 million a year.
Now, see, okay, so if that's the price tag that we're talking about, hell no, don't do that. That's wild.
He's about to be 30.
Yeah, and not a young 30. He's had tread on that tire the entire time.
Right. Father time coming soon. Nagging injuries.
Freshman in college, he's been being fed the rock. So,
yep.
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough.
It's rough, man. But, hey, what I say, man, the market's going to demand, and he's going to be on the top of the market more than likely, so he might get that. He's definitely going to get those chips, man.
I mean, the market is one thing, but you also got to – the teams just won't sign you. If you want to win, that's when you got to
but some team was like, it's gonna be a team like, hey, may not, they gonna sell us some tickets. They gotta sell some team. Ultimately, a team probably going on a team that's gonna have to sell a ticket, man. And then you think, I see him go to a contender.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he's leaving there, it's to go to a contender, and if he's going to a contender, he's not getting $24 million.
We'll see what the money.
He'll go for the money.
See how much the money dry up.
You think he'll go for the money? Really?
I think he'll go for the money. He already got a ring.
He do got a ring, but like here's why I wonder, because yes, he does have a ring, but like he's had a career now where he's on the cusp of being one of the greatest ever. All he needs to have is a few more solid seasons with an elite quarterback. And he's going to be considered probably a top 10 receiver all time if he keeps up at this rate. So with that in reach, I don't know if he should chase $1 on that one. I don't know if he will.
Yeah, but in terms of being the best ever, you might want to set yourself up with a quarterback. We'll say a mediocre quarterback and maybe not a crazy team. We got to start thinking schemes shit now. We got to start thinking schemes. Like if he goes to Kansas City, okay, he goes to Kansas City, he'll touch rock. But how much rock he going to touch?
A lot. He gonna be open a lot.
I see.
And that man gonna feed.
He gonna feed him.
Mahomes?
Yeah.
Mahomes' best guy is fucking call me maybe. Like it's getting rough over there for that man.
Yeah. I see the two teams I can see Evans going to: Arizona and Chicago.
Really?
Yep.
You really got him chasing the back. Those are dumpster for the rest of their career. That means he's just gonna give up on the rest of his career and just get paid. That's possible. That's possible. I just don't. That's wow. I couldn't do it. You couldn't pay me to go pay with Kyler right now. Like that, not happening. Also, like, how could they pay that? Do they got money like that?
Chicago does.
Chicago does, but does the Cardinals?
Let's see. I can let you know.
I feel like they should be in salary cap torture with the mistakes they've made and how much they're paying Kyler for no reason.
Dory Jackson, yeah, he's been overpaid forever.
Someone are gonna overpay. I mean, yeah, but he had a good season, not a great season, a good season.
Arizona estimated salary cap going into next year, $51.9 million.
Oh, they got some dough. They should just spend all that getting rid of Kyler.
Kyler's a $51.8 million cap hit.
I knew. That's what I'm saying. I knew it was in the 50s. Just fucking let's just spend it all on getting rid of this asshole.
And then after that, it drops down to DJ Humphries at 22.8.
Yeah. Huh. I'd be less shocked about this if he went to the Bears. I'd be extremely shocked if he went to the Cardinals. What made you say the Cardinals?
The Cardinals?
Yeah, well,
because depending on because the first two people in the draft need quarterbacks, so it's a possibility Marvin Harrison could slide down to the Cardinals. You got him paired up with Mike Evans that takes care of your offensive ball, and their defense is pretty decent.
Okay, all right, I see what you're thinking. I was just like, yeah, it caught me off guard. I was like, the Cardinals.
The card out of nowhere.
Are you becoming a Cardinals fan? Is this the new Lions?
Shit, no. Next up, this was kind of a weird one because I don't know what I would value him at. And that's Austin Eckler.
He gonna have to take a small deal to go to a team to win, or I don't know. He just, my stance on a back that's aging, had a lot of tread on the tire, dealt with some injuries. And isn't that big. So
no,
yeah,
he's about to be 20. Well, he's 29 already, and they say his value is probably going to be around 7.4 mil. Man, the running back though, plummeted in value.
Yeah, it's just above kickers now. It's crazy. I got a question for y'all. Quick question for y'all, and everybody in the chat too. Just a random question for a friend. You might know this friend. What's more important to a running back's success? Height or weight?
I know where you're going. I know you
Fucking dumbass conversation I had to have. Yo, I hate because of who I am that I can't stop. But I get trapped in these dumbass conversations at 3 a.m. So now y'all got to deal with it. I'm making it your problem. What's more important to a running back's success, height or weight?
Height or weight?
I'm already mad you took this long.
Well, because I'm thinking, Emmett was he was listed as 5'10", but he's probably more like 5'9".
The
but
two best backs ever are 5'8" and 5'9".
But he was like 2 something. So you probably got to have a little weight in the ass.
You got some weight in the ass, definitely.
You got to have the weight.
You got to have the weight.
That's why Doug Martin was so good when he played. Muscle hamster was decent.
Yeah, muscle hamster, a little fucking.
A lot of running backs are fucking small.
Right. That's what I tried to explain to this dude. That I won't be named.
We don't even have to name him. It smells. We can smell who that is.
His name's Flake Griffin.
First cousin of Peter.
Thank you, Facebook user. Yeah, first cousin of Peter. Yeah, exactly. I listed all these people, and he just glossed over any name that I dropped to talk about how important height is for a running back.
Stall him out, man.
I'm like, yo, I tried to explain to him. I'm like, yo, actually, being shorter is in your favor as a running back. Linebackers can't find you. Right.
Yep. You gotta think about it. Man was a punter. He was a punter.
You ain't got to do that to him. You ain't have to do that.
Man was a punter.
I was thinking it, but I wasn't gonna say it.
Yo, that caught me off guard because it was just so direct. He's a punter. I was like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, the other thing is also, what's one of the most important things a running back can have? Balance.
Yeah.
Shorter equals lower center of gravity. Better balance.
Right, exactly. Breaking news they hearing. They saying that Bill Belichick and Arthur Blank of the Atlanta Falcons met in person to discuss Atlanta's head coaching job. I mean, that was probably the first destination before everything happened yesterday. So, hey, man, Bill's gonna be on his chill spree, go on some good vacations for free. Some hot teas, chill out. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta take your time, player.
Yeah, go get some fish and steak and get some massages at all these places. Like, I mean, not the craft kind. Just get some massages and yo, let them swoon you. Hey, it's been 30 years when you've been Senator Palpatine with the Patriots. So now you get the chance to go out there and be wooed. Have them love you for the great coach that you are. And leave these shitty ass Patriots fans who didn't appreciate you.
The average
Don't
height
like to
for
say.
NFL running backs is 70.66 inches, which is about 5'10".
10. Yep. I tried to tell them that too. Motherfuckers don't listen to nothing I say. But yeah, I know he likes to watch the podcast, so click this motherfucker.
Oh, just so you know, so the average height and weight is 5'10", 213.
213, 214. Yep. I had a whole chart for him. I showed him the chart. Didn't matter.
He from
Did not
Missouri.
He was wrong and strong.
The next up, two probably remember this guy, Connor Williams.
Connor.
Yep.
Miss you. But nah, no bullshit, man. You know, yeah, he had to have time to grow, man. He grew a little bit. Shout out to him, man. You know, potentially a guy to get the bag, but why should we beware of him? Wow, is he not worth it?
What they're saying, so he's only 27. But they're saying his market value is 13.5 million.
Who we talking about again?
Oh, and he tore his ACL.
Yeah.
Who?
Connor Williams, he's the center for the Dolphins. He was a guard here. He was an undersized guard here. And he's from the Hook'ems.
Fair enough. I can respect that.
If he gets that $13.5 million deal, that put him in the top 3 for centers. Is he a top 3 center?
Is this James?
Nah.
That's Kawan.
Oh, it's Kawan?
Yep.
Shout out to Kawan, man. What's going on with you?
What up, Bags? Yeah, coming off the ACL is tough too, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Now this one, I'm pretty sure we'll have one more. This one, he kind of earned this reputation.
Mm-hmm.
Chase Young.
I mean, does he love football? That's the only thing. Does he love football?
And they say his estimated deal, according to Sports Track, is going to probably come in about 13.6 mil annually.
You know what? This is one of those though. So he's going to be a clear free agent. The 49ers are going to resign him allegedly. I don't know how for the 49ers do what they do, but they always end up seeming to keep or trade for everybody. So and I don't know how that works with their cap, but they always get away with murder. So I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. He probably ends up back in the 49ers.
Ends up
somehow
taking some cash back, yeah, and signing back with the 49ers. Probably give him like 10.2.
Ooh, I like that though. Chase just goes back to the Commanders. That's funny.
Right now, going into the offseason, they're at $1.3 million in cap space.
Yeah, it does help. Yeah, it does help that Purdy's not making anything. That's gonna turn around too. He said 13.6 mil for what? What do you get? What are you buying? Shut up. I need a quarterback, Mike.
I'll take Chase Young.
Damn.
It's a mean joke because he knows. It's not like I'm breaking news to him.
Say they worry about the wrong thing.
He says it more than I do.
Oh,
That's
man.
Funny.
So those are the 5 free agents that they say that you buy or beware this year. We'll see how it goes. You know, we live for the behind the scenes administrative stuff, team building as we build up for the drafts.
The lists that come out
The
of
lists.
We love lists. We love lists.
Okay, and then our last topic for the night is 2. He loves his conspiracies. The 12 biggest NFL all-time controversies.
Yes. You know, there was no controversies at all or anything yesterday. So there's no particular reason why I put this in. Just today, you know, we're talking football. You know, may have some down fans of, you know, every team besides probably like the last 6 that's in it. So
Yo,
Go to some controversies.
when I saw this link in the chat that you were going to do this story, I was just like, what is he cooking up for a conspiracy about the Cowboys? Like, I'm like,
No conspiracy at all. There's no conspiracy.
I was like, what is
No conspiracy. We got an asses whip yesterday, and ultimately that's what deserved to happen, man. So I haven't got none of that. I just was just funny with it. I see it on the internet. I'm like, talk about something random today.
Can you see Chase Young with the Ravens? They're more of a 3-4 scheme, correct? Yeah, if they're going to put him out there. But if they put him at defensive end in the 3-4, you're going to have the same problem that you have with Micah. So,
Too light nads.
Yeah, 100%. And just not great at stopping the run. That's just not what they do.
So we got the 12 biggest controversies in the NFL's 100-year history. We'll go down the list. Number 1, Spygate. Patriots in 2007 were caught videotaping hand signals from the New York Jets coach from an unauthorized location, beginning what became as Spygate. Bill Belichick stated that he believed within the league rules as long as the tapes were not used during the same game. And he was fined a league high $500,000, and the Patriots were fined $250,000.
I see what this is going to be. It's fun. Okay.
Next on the list, we have National Anthem Protest. In 2016, Colin Kaepernick refused to stand during the National Anthem, began a league-wide protest. From 2016 to 18, NFL players from all 32 teams protested the anthem due to police brutality, racial inequality, and other controversies surrounding the politics. The actions led to drop ratings and criticism from fans, and then President Donald Trump caused the NFL to introduce the anthem policy, which was later halted before the 2018 season.
He said, I don't know, Will Wigfall, the Ravens have used Clowney at the DE and the base 3. I mean, he's a little more like that, though. But you're right, that he is still a pass-rushing defensive end that is playing in, like, the run-stopping area. But I think he's a little bigger. I don't know about actual size, but he plays bigger. I don't even know who's bigger. I just know Clowney was always huge. Sorry about that. Continue.
It's all good. Eric Reed did disappear with Cap, but hey, Cap, he took a soldier with him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Eric Reed, man, shit.
Yeah, but Eric didn't get the Nike deal after.
He didn't get the Nike deal, nothing. So if I'm friends with Kaepernick today, I wonder how that friendship is.
Let me get that deal too, but he ended up being
a little bit of cheese. Lying with you.
He was a sacrificial lamb, bro.
Absolutely. We got next immaculate reception. In 1972, the Pittsburgh Steelers trailed the Oakland Raiders in the last 30 seconds of the game. When quarterback Teddy Brashaw's pass was deflected either off a Raiders defender or caught in the hands of John Afula and caught by Steelers fullback Franco Harris, he then ran the ball in for the game-winning touchdown, giving the Steelers a 13-7 victory. The controversy of the play is still unresolved, as many argue that the ball only touched Fraga and that it hit the ground before Harris caught it. Either way, it will make an incomplete pass based on the rules of the time.
I know that what happened on this play that no one ever talks about is the original target of the receiver got destroyed. That man almost died and no one said a word. They were like, the immaculate reception. It's Franco.
Shit, being 2023, shit, that shit would have led all major sports news.
He got fined. Whoever hit him.
In fact.
Yeah, probably would miss a couple of games.
Yeah, for real.
You know, just to let you know how a bigger fan I was growing up. My first book report I did was on Franco Harris.
Oh, shit.
As a Cowboy fan.
Yeah, that's crazy. Also, that's barely a face mask.
Shit
was dangerous.
Ball hit the ground. It did hit the ground. Teddy Bradshaw was victorious on that day.
First degree attempted murder.
He said the ball hit the ground. Yeah, and Dak caught it. I know.
So next up, we have on this list the controversy that actually put the curse in us against the Packers. And this is Des Bryant's non-catch up in the 2014 playoffs up in Green Bay. Referees ruled that the wide receiver never made a football move before he lost possession of the ball after a remarkable catch. If ruled complete, the Cowboys would have been at the 1-yard line trailing 26-21. Many had disagreed with the call. In 2018, the commission committee of the NFL ruled that the play should have been called a catch.
That's the part that pisses me off.
That Monday morning quarterback shit is dead. I cannot stand it. Hey, you got it wrong. Good. Kick that shit to you.
In sports, real shit. In sports, we don't even want to hear it because ultimately the night didn't end in a change. You didn't change it. So if you didn't change it before midnight, we don't want to hear it at 12:01. We don't want to hear it no more. So I agree with that. This one right here, this is always going to be crazy. It's always going to be one of the ones because, of course, you had stuff in the past that, judgmental. But this right here was kind of just like, what advantages do you get?
I agree. Lee Evans definitely caught that ball.
He definitely did.
Also, Calvin versus the Bears was the dumbest one.
Yeah.
It was the stupidest one of them all. So yeah, I agree.
Yes, I mentioned that, Anthony. This is what started the jinx against the Packers was this right here, this very game that day. I did mention that, so you are correct. This is the team that beat the Cowboys yesterday.
Y'all remember that?
Did you hear the stats on that yesterday?
Oh yeah, I love this. They have
Favre
more
was
wins
2
in your
and
building
7.
than y'all do.
Well, not that one, but sure will.
What?
Brett Favre had a 2-7 record against Dallas, and Rodgers had a 7-2 record against Dallas.
Oh, that's fun.
And the way it started off yesterday, hope it's not going to be another 7-2 run.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Every throw, if you just literally, and plus, my man Love is from the Light Skin Coalition. I'll tell him I said hi at the meetings. This man, every throw, he looks like Aaron Rodgers. If you change his jersey in the 12, you would not know the difference. Side arm, back foot, no feet.
Cross
You ever
the
see
body.
he keeps throwing with no feet on the ground. I don't know how, that's a crazy arm that he has. The play that he scored on the Wicks, that play he basically was off the ground, fading back, dime. Yeah, love the real deal.
But that's why I say when he was there and a little bit of time he did come in for Rodgers, he looked terrible in there. And people's ready to just should they pick? And that's why I say you can't give up on Trey Lance because we don't know yet.
Yeah, it's fair.
I know we do know. We ain't gonna talk about this shit no more because that's what this led to. We got next the Flaygate. During the AFC Championship game of 2014-15,
I told you this was going.
That Patriots Tom Brady ordered a deliberate deflation of the footballs using the team's victory against the Indianapolis Colts. Before I continue here, did y'all hear Chandler Jones' #1 hit last night and told Bill Belichick?
What is that?
Chandler Jones. Did y'all hear Chandler Jones? Did y'all see Chandler Jones on IG singing in regards to Bill Belichick and it's in the fire and him leaving and all that?
So, look, whenever something like this happens, you always get a whole slew of people riding for the coach. We love you, coach. Hope you're doing good. And there's always two dickheads every time. And
Chandler.
For us, Chandler and Asante, both dickheads. Every time.
Yo, he said Brady deflated those balls. Yo, but if y'all haven't listened to it, dog. It is funny as shit. I don't know.
His bitch ass got a ring, I'm guessing, because he played with Brady. Shut the fuck up. I can't stand Chandler Jones. And it sucks because you could never beat his ass.
He told Bill Belichick he loves him, man. He said he loves Bill Belichick.
Good, as long as he did
that.
No,
he said no. He said he loved Bill Belichick and all that, why they let him go, blah, 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 blah. And then he had mentioned the Flaygate, and he said that wasn't Bill, that basically was Tom.
Oh, so he was coming at Brady and riding for Bill. Okay. Never mind, Chandler. I apologize. You got that. Sorry, sir.
Yo.
I was already worried because he's in the Jones family. But
crazy as hell, man. Patriots that season lost 2 draft picks along with a $1 million, and then it prompted the NFL to change the game ball procedures. I mean, still deflate balls still to this day. It was probably a couple of deflated ones up in Kansas City the other night.
Also, it's fucking pointless. No one cares.
Yeah, definitely.
It was a stupid witch hunt.
Dead and gone.
Also, Chandler, you come for me, I'm selling your brother crack.
You better stop it. Next up, we have the Phil Mary. During the 2012 referee lockout, the NFL saw another officiated blunder on the 24th of September of that year, trailing the Green Bay Packers 12-7. And heading into the final play, the Seattle Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson threw a Hail Mary pass into the end zone. Wide receiver Gordon Tate and Packers defender M.D. Jennings each got their hands on the ball as they attempted to gain possession. The officials gave separate signals of touchdown and touchback. After review, it was ruled that the players had simultaneous possession, giving the Seahawks a game-winning touchdown. The controversial ending resulted in criticism over the quality of officiating by replacement officials during that lockout of that season.
Yeah, the simultaneous rules are weird. Like who deserves the rock when that happens? I don't know how they decide this shit, but like, what is it? Automatically the winner, the offense
The
gets
tie goes to the runner, basically.
It's that all over again, which I also think is stupid. We have fucking cameras, like make the call.
Crazy as hell. Yeah, that decision was wild and crazy too, because it's like, who do you give it to? Like in that case, I would give it to the defender.
He worked harder, right?
Because most of the time you see, obviously, when receiver catches the ball, it's a clear catch. Most of the time they get the ball, and most of the time they end up with the ball. But in this situation, I would have gave it to the defender.
Yeah, you know what? I agree with you. I would say when it's a tie like that, man, the receiver's supposed to catch the ball. If he can't get it on, like, making sure that it's clearly his, hey, defender got that. Give it to the defender.
Absolutely. I would definitely do that. We have next up here a guy that was celebrated recently in Baltimore after his journey as a Raven. That's Ray Rice. In March of 2014, we're hitting that 10-year mark. Ray Rice was indicted by a grand jury on third-degree aggravated assault on his fiancée, Janae Palmer, which is now his wife. Rice was suspended for the first 2 games in 2014 and July 2014. The full footage, after being released on TMZ, which showed Rice punching Palmer and knocking her out. Rice was released by the Ravens and indefinitely suspended from the league. Commissioner Goodell at the time said that he didn't get it right in deciding Rice's punishment and that the indictment caused the NFL to change its domestic violence policy, calling it for a 6-game suspension for a first-time offense and lifetime ban for a second one.
I guess they deemed it was not a football play.
Damn.
Bazanga.
Ugawa.
Ruling off the field was not a football play.
Old lefty Ray Rice, man. They celebrated him last week, right? Didn't they, Kwan?
Did they? Why? You shouldn't do that. That's crazy.
That's insult for injury.
Is that the curse that eliminates the Ravens this coming Sunday against CJ Stroud and the Texans?
He said, let me guess. It was
I heard this too. Hold on.
It was her idea.
This Kawan's on. It's probably it's funny. It's a funny thing because I don't think it's true. But I seen that Odell Beckham was planning something for the team before their playoff game.
I'm already
If anything we should tell you right now, stay away from Odell before the playoffs start.
Yeah, that.
That was a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? So here it all, man. Ray Rice, man. Shit, man. What if that didn't happen? Because Ray Rice was ascending as a good running back, man. You know,
he was washed. He was washed when it happened. It was already over. If he was still good, he would have played again, but he wasn't.
Next on the list, Baltimore Colts moved to Indianapolis in I don't know,
in
man.
the middle of the night, man. They moved
1984. Robert Irsay moved the team to Indianapolis in the middle of the night without any public announcement. Irsay was in negotiations with the city of Baltimore to pay renovations for Memorial Stadium. When the talks took a negative turn, the Maryland legislature passed a law allowing the city of Baltimore to seize the Colts from Irsay on March 28th. Irsay quickly then took a deal from the city of Indianapolis and moved the team before anyone knew. Stunning fans.
Go on with your stolen ass team. You motherfuckers steal everything in Baltimore. It's all about crime.
Still.
Yeah, my man Baker's out here right now. He just did one of these. First down.
Oh, he did the CD? The CD land? Hey, my man Baker. Shout out to man Baker, man. Hey, Baker, keep doing it up, man. Hey, you might not be the best #1 pick ever, but add some excitement to the career, man. No bullshit. Don't be one of those flops. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man. Add some baking soda. The next one, and
allegedly
#1 on the list. Let's see what happens when I no longer exist. And exactly what we got here. And that is the
I told you where this was going. I told you where this was going.
It's the rule.
I knew exactly what this was.
Do you guys remember where you was at watching this game?
I know exactly where I was. I was in Mattapan, at my crib, Ridgeview, sitting in the front room. I remember I turned the fucking TV off, went to bed. I was like, son of a bitch. And then I heard, like, literally, I heard outside other people screaming when the play got overturned. Turn the TV back on. It's been a crazy ride ever since.
Yep, that started the dynasty.
It started right.
It started the dynasty, man.
Listen,
It's from the beginning.
it started when Bo Lewis murdered Bledsoe, and then from there it's just been
he blew his chest plate up.
Yeah.
Raiders fans were shooting that night. I know they was. They still shooting to this day. Listen here, man. This game right here, an absolute classic.
Mm-hmm.
With the added penalty, with the added play. You know what I'm saying? In the rule and all that, it kind of changed the NFL. Would y'all say it changed the NFL for the worse or the better? I know Will probably say for both, but did it change the NFL for the better or the worse?
I think we did well after the change. I mean, it was great for us. I don't know about the rest.
Then replay really took. It's like replay really took control of professional sports after this, pretty much.
Yeah. Also, I just love the storyline that was two teammates, Michigan guys who this play happened with. I also love that just recently, they did the commercial where Brady admits it's a fumble.
Exactly. They did that. They had the interview with the two. They talk about it. Yeah,
that was fun.
Hey man, but hey, Brady don't make the call. The police makes the call, and the police made the call that night. That was not a fumble.
And look, and I'm happy that my man. I'm pretty sure Woodson still got a championship. He got one with the Packers, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So everyone who deserved a ring in this situation got one, except them bum ass Raiders. So I think everything went well.
Absolutely. Next up, we have here.
Not the last time the Raiders were good, by the way.
Rich Gannon.
Yeah, Dominic, where that one at, huh?
Yeah, where Dominique goes during the Raiders part of our portion of our television show.
We have next up the New Orleans Saints bounty scandal, and it made New Orleans actually good. They were found guilty of paying out bonuses for bounties for injuring opposing players from 2009 to 2011 in an indictment called Bounty Gate.
When that Greg Davis at 20?
Hey, this is when they tried to kill that guy from Mississippi.
Yep.
They tried to murder Brett.
Greg Williams was suspended indefinitely, overturned the following year, and Coach Sean Payton was suspended for the entire 2012 season, and assistant head coach Joe Vitt was suspended for the first 6 games of the 2012 season. Saints, as an organization, was fined $500,000 and forced to forfeit the second-round draft selections in 2012 and 13.
Yo, y'all could tell the league didn't fuck with Brett. Could you imagine if they did that shit with Brady or like a Manning or a Rodgers? That entire team would be out of the league for the entire year.
Jeremy Shockey was the snitch of the entire thing.
Who was?
A former Hurricane?
Really?
Shockey snitched?
That's how he's a you guy.
He's a you boy.
Right, that's what I said. Shit.
No, but see, he ain't from like the you years. He's from like the third iteration of it. Fourth. His quarterback was Dorsey, wasn't it? That's not really.
Yeah.
I like fuck that team. McGahee and them. I'm in a zone today. I know that.
You know what?
He told on another you boy, Vilma.
Oh damn, he told on his own. Yes, man. I wasn't gonna defend the snitching, but that's a whole ass.
Is Shockey allowed at the parties now after you?
That's that's a whole ass rat. He can't be here. Get out of here. That's crazy.
Did he play after this?
I feel like he had to have, but
he played 1 year in Carolina and he was done.
Yeah, because nobody wants a rat on their team.
That is terrible. Next up here on the list here, man, is the Washington Commanders Redskins team, whatever you want to call them, their team name and logo. The Washington Redskins have been the subject of controversy and public scrutiny for decades because of their name and logo. The Native American, that is, community for many years have claimed the team's Redskin to be derogatory towards the group. While activists still continue that fight, there still hasn't been no change to the team's name or logo. Yes, it has, man. Been a lot of change logos, and they're thinking about changing it again, man.
Everyone else on this list is here for like some shit they did on the field. They were like, we just don't like you as a person, Washington. Like, you're just racist. You gotta fix that. Also, I heard like there's a bunch of tribes who came out and said nobody asked for this. We did not care. We actually like seeing the Redskin logo because it depicted our people. And
that point, and the name and the team name's Commanders, and the South is still fighting.
Hey, Pilgrim's gonna pilgrim, man.
Pilgrim up, man. And last but not least, man, hey, the Saints got hit with the bounty gate, and then the NFL said, hey, we got something for you guys. and that is the NFC Championship drama that happened between them and the Saints a few years back. Well, actually not a few years back, 4 years back. I say few, say two, but this is almost half of a decade ago. And in this game in which the Los Angeles Rams were able to beat the Saints, crucial missed call by the referees with 1:48 left in the game. Drew Brees threw a pass to the sidelines to Tommy Lee Lewis, who was hit by Rams defensive back Nickel Roby Coleman in midair before he can get the ball. The referees did not call. Can we see, is Nickel Roby Coleman still in the league?
No chance.
The referees did not call the pass interference call, although to many it looked obvious. The Saints settled for a field goal, which was later tied by the Rams who won in overtime. The NFL later admitted in their 2-minute drill,
fucking hate it,
to missing the call.
The Rams are whining about it. I knew you were going to say
feel about it, Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby, I saw that earlier. I was like, ooh, Bobby on one. I'm going to stay away from this.
Rams are whining about a no call last night. They can go suck a dirty ball sack. Hey, that call was pivotal last night. But, hey, if you're going to connect the dots together, then, hey, you connect this dot, man. And that's why it wasn't called.
Now, point blank, everybody likes to say, that's the worst call I ever seen. Oh, God. This was the worst call I've ever seen. This was horrible.
This is blatant.
He killed him in.
I don't think the ball had even got out to the flats yet. He was already making contact.
It's like it hadn't started descending yet. The ball was still peaked when he hit him. It's crazy. That's outrageous. So, yeah. That's what happens when you try to kill a quarterback.
Don't kill him. Don't kill him.
Try to murder Brett. He was off his feet when the ball was. He almost got back up and caught it.
Right.
We got 3:48 left in the third quarter. Philly with the ball right now at the 10-yard line after a punt by Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay still up 16-9.
Hey, my man H. John Benjamin, who does Archer's voice, is doing a Progressive commercial now. He's a pigeon. And
other news too, Steve and Brian Belichick, the sons of Bill Belichick, have a chance to stay with the Patriots. Sports Illustrated reported the news about the Belichick's future landing spots could also be tied to whether the father makes another head coaching job in 2024.
Why would they want it? That's so awkward.
So Steve spent the last 12 seasons on the Patriots staff, elevating from the entry-level coaching assistant to linebackers coach. Brian Belichick began his career with the franchise in 2016 as a scout and assistant before leaving and working his way up from entry-level coaching assistant to safeties coach. And Gerard Mayo has a relationship with both guys, so they're looking to see if both guys hopefully will stay in New England. I'm running with that. Hey, Daddy, where you going?
He just keeps embarrassing his father on the sidelines. Yeah, NFL Spoelstra. Oh, you think so? No, he's not that good, though. Spoelstra's a brilliant mind. Steven kind of isn't. But I think he definitely has the pedigree, of course.
Oh, my God. And rest in peace, man, to four-time Pro Bowler QB Norm Snead, man. Quarterback for 16 seasons in the 60s and 70s, with a four-time Pro Bowl selection. He was 84 years of age. He was selected 33rd by Washington. He was also taken 33rd by the Buffalo Bills in the American football draft that year. He chose Washington and played there for 3 seasons and 2 Pro Bowl appearances before being traded to the Philadelphia Eagles for Sonny Jersen and Claude Crabb.
Well, hey, Spo wasn't that good at first. Remember, you sound like a Braun fan.
NFL Spo show.
Nah, he was all right, man. Braun just a dickhead.
Nah, Spo people don't understand that where the man came from. Like, you know, this is really like, wow, Eagles got a safety?
Yo, Hurts is terrible. I can't believe it.
Wait a minute, the Eagles gave up a safety?
Yeah, they gave up a safety because he was just scrambling. And they're going to call grounding on him. Yep, grounding safety. Look, last year, I should have kept the receipts on a lot of motherfuckers from last year. who had this bum in the top 5 quarterback, and I was like, nah, cut that out. He ain't it.
Yeah, they was already caught on him a goat. I'm like, for real?
Yo, yeah, he's a sacrificial.
This just makes it. This game right
To
here.
a better franchise.
This game
though.
right here just makes it crazy. This game just makes it even wilder because at the same time, it definitely screams that we're going to see potentially a matchup in the NFC that everybody will love to see. If everything works out next week with Detroit and San Fran, man, because
I thought you were talking about like Philly, Dallas. Like,
nah, because you see, Tampa should win tonight, but do they win in Detroit? I mean, you're going to give them a chance, absolutely, but do they win in Detroit? We seen that game earlier in the year in Tampa, where Detroit looked good.
Yep.
So,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, them coordinators are doing heavy lifting.
Hurts is hurt. We don't give a shit. You playing?
I know. I do think Hurts is hurt, but also Hurts is mid.
He's mid, but hey, he was hurt. And this is out to you Eagle fans. I know quite a bit of y'all. It was hurt. No excuses. Just like I say, even though I'm not a big Dak proponent, but his finger was broken last year. We all say no excuses, right? So
I don't want to hear that, right? Yeah.
Fans, mother effing fair, man.
You knew better, you do better. That's a
Man.
weird conversation. Get out that man's ear like that. Holy shit.
Last thing we got, quick update on our picks for this week.
I sucked.
Who had 9?
I might have won one time.
Who had 9 to 18 on their bingo card?
So we had two people that were 2 and 3, and 2 people that were 3 and 2.
I was 2 and 3.
I was 2 and 3.
You are correct. Both of y'all were 2 and 3, and Jake and I were 3 and 2. Everybody missed on Cleveland. Everybody missed on Dallas. But tonight, actually, fucking Jake. If Tampa wins, Jake is going to be 4 and 2. Because he and Will pick Tampa.
Motherfucker don't even watch football. Motherfucker drafts tall running backs.
He drafts tall running backs.
Short punters.
And short punter. And short punters. That took me out. That's funny.
And eat turkey bacon.
Really, and turkey bacon.
You're right. Jake does have 8 teams.
Jake got 8 teams. Clip it.
That was funny.
Man. Yeah, this is fun. So, it wasn't exactly the funeral I thought it was going to be today. This was a little more fun than that.
What funeral? Man, come on, man. We around here.
Listen here, man.
I came in full gear today. Ain't no funerals around here, baby.
Hey, before we get
Hey, when you got 4 wins, that's when it's cool.
Shout outs, man. Listen here. Being a Cowboys fan feels like watching the same movie every year and being shocked that the ending stayed the same, man. That's the reality of it. Shout out to Flames hockey player Blake Coleman for his quote after the game last night, man. So that's basically what we were watching. We hope that it'll be a great ending, but it never is, man. But hey, people like that keep making movies, and probably gonna have the same ending next year. So,
yo, Trey Palmer just burnt Bradbury 56-yard touchdown. This game is over. 24-9, just like I picked. Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what? We lost yesterday, but Eagles getting did up by a team that did they go like 7-9 or 8-8?
Yeah, 9-8, just
9
barely
and 8.
over 500, just barely over 5.
Yeah,
it's rough.
The worst division in football probably looks like the best division in football after tonight.
It's rough.
You take down the NFC champions. That's a big motivational win for Tampa going into Detroit for real.
I think it's crazy that over the span of like 4 games, Dallas went from like, yo, this is probably our division for the next couple of years to like, y'all got to face something.
Can we be real? Hey.
There's nobody's division now.
Is it Hold on. I've been matching that there's parity in all sports, man. We figured out after this season, if we didn't know, there's a lot of parity in football, man. Records can have sometimes when you have the bad number on your side, It may sound funny, but with the way they do it now, and your team can make the playoffs or potentially lose a record, depending on what division you're in, it's not a, hey, we're just going to sit here and we're going to win automatically, man. You can fucking lose out, and that's a strong reality now. With the parity growing, man, in professional football as a whole, man.
Dallas needs a 3-4 defense and a new coach. It's funny. There's a really good coach in the market right now who runs 3-4 mostly.
We don't want him. We don't want him.
All right, keep losing then. I don't give a shit.
We don't want him. We don't want Belichick.
All right. Have fun, Dan Quinn.
We don't want Quinn either.
Who you want?
You know who I want personally?
Yeah.
There's only one man. No. There's only one man that can coach this team. People think it's Bill Belichick. It's not him.
Jimmy Johnson.
No, it's not Jimmy Johnson.
Tomlin?
No.
I would be so mad if you said that.
Took. I'm the only man fit for the job to coach the Cowboys. They need me. They need me, baby. But
what a cliffhanger.
Dallas, please sign him.
Deuces.
Please.
Deuces.
That would be when I turn into a Texans fan.
No.
Like,
do you understand
that?
You understand the content we'd have? We'd have locker room access for no reason at all. Like, it just, we take the show to new heights.
They need me, man. Yo, real talk.
He said, bro.
Fuck Michael Parsons, too. I've been negative on him all year, and I'm going to be negative one more time. I told you I stopped doing podcasts to a point where they don't even want to post your podcast or your interview on social media, and everybody been talking about it all day. I told you, stupid ass. I told you ass.
Hey,
this was going to cause, and you, hold on. The first 2 years of your career, there was fire every week. Your name was mentioned every week. Then you went commercial with it, and nothing at all.
I mean, that could be the reason, or maybe they just got film and they realized they can't stop the run at all. That's the real problem. It's not the podcast.
Which is why he needs to be playing off ball.
Yeah, he does. They got to put him back in the 3-4.
My man, hold on. My man wore Bobby Boucher jersey to the game and play like Boucher Bobby. He didn't play like Bobby Boucher. He didn't bring nothing there.
Yeah, it's rough.
Damn, at least get a flag. Shit, at least hit the quarterback one time.
Yeah, good. Hit somebody late.
Hey, man.
Let us know you're there and you're interested.
What's that Chris Rock joke where he's like, you ever heard your wife's, like every story your wife said, you'd be like, why don't you just go out and get kidnapped or something? Have some new shit happen to you.
Nah, but for real, dog, for real, like Coach told me this, like I told Coach this morning, man, the emotional detachment of myself, man, is gone a little bit. I've told myself we ain't buying no more merchandise. We ain't buying no more tickets to the Cowboys games. Shit, listen here, they're Dallas to me now. They ain't even the Cowboys. They Dallas to me. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's
funny?
funny?
Cowboys.
You know what's
Cowboys
funny?
supposed to be tough. Cowboys supposed to be resilient. Cowboys supposed to be riding through the wild, wild west, wild, wild south, wild, wild east, winning shit. We ain't winning shit. We ain't won shit. By the time my kids are 18, we still ain't gonna win shit.
He's not even talking to anybody at this point. It's just gonna he just
Jones, that's to you.
Just to the universe. Just to the universe he spoke.
And all Cowboys fans should follow me. No more merchandise bought. No more new merchandise. Don't buy no tickets. Hashtag Cowboys don't sell out shit. Until this team can put a product on the field that can get to a championship game, at least in their conference. Shit.
Took talking to the Brokebacks. Yo, what was I gonna say? Nope, I forgot. It's gone. Wasn't important.
You about cracking funny on Dallas, weren't you?
Probably. And there's so many that it's low hanging fruit at this point.
This is my play call sheet. Yeah. I won't be on the play call sheet for the rest of the season. This is my finale. You know what I'm saying? Hey, everybody make an announcement tonight.
Took, it's cool though. Keep all these receipts though, because I want to see if Kawan tunes in next Monday. I think I'm gonna be real interested.
Well, I better tune in for the rest of the season because he on high low too.
He better be here.
Over here talking all that. I see you. I see you, boy. But no, I hope the Ravens do their thing too, dog. Because you know me. If anybody supports Lamar, you know, heavy on the cast is me. You know, I fuck with some Lamar, man. So I hope Lamar, you know, since my man Black Dak couldn't make it, my man Black Lamar made it. You know what I'm saying?
All that. Let's go Rangers.
Like, share, and subscribe, man. Shout out to everybody first off, man, that tuned in tonight, man. Hell of a show. You he had a pout party for a little bit, but we was able to, get a show in and talk about a lot of things, and discuss a lot of things, man. And we didn't bore you guys. Which we never want to do. We never want to bore you guys. Like, share, subscribe, man. STWF TV on YouTube. Join our fabulous group on Facebook, Sports Talk with Friends group.
You were starting a question, Coach. I don't know if you forgot it though.
I probably did.
Yeah, it happens.
I probably talk some shit or something.
Yeah. That's a Popeyes commercial. I'm hungry again now. God damn.
But man, appreciate you guys, brothers.
It's been a fun weekend.
It was as a fellow Cowboy friend, yesterday was mixed. I was surprised, but then I wasn't.
Yeah.
I was cautious, but then I understood it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I can do now is actually hoping football numbers here for the Super Bowl. And I got to worry about my other teams now. This is where I kind of lose interest in football. As far as the commitment, I'll watch it maybe. I didn't watch last night's game.
Oh yeah,
I watched the Equalizer.
3?
Yes.
Was it good?
Very.
That's on the docket. I gotta watch that soon. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, man, I don't know how I can go until August rooting for this team to do anything. I'm no bullshit. After yesterday, it kind of just like I can't. It's just like, what the fuck are you gonna do next? It's like, okay, I'll put the draw slip in, and then it's like, what the fuck is happening next? Man, listen here. I don't have a football team no more until August, and I'll announce what my football team is. I might be changing for a new football team.
See, this is why nobody likes Cowboys fans. Y'all fair weather as a motherfucker.
Nah, I'm a Cowboys fan forever, dog. Ride or die. Man, I wore this package half of the world. Throw that out of here. I lost the bet. No. I put a bet on myself. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Forget it. Let him go.
Look how confident I am in my boys. No, how confident I am in my boys. I betted somebody. I said, hey, dinner on the loser. If I lose, I'll even go on my podcast that we have here with a Packers hat on. I pay respect. I put a Packers hat on because the Packers, I said all season we wanted the 49ers. But I forgot that we had another stepdaddy around and he couldn't handle it. So
6 at home against the Packers. That's kind of
home against the Packers. Jordan Love's our official new daddy. And go on. But that hat, you know what I'm saying, is off my head now. I did what I did. I paid my due diligence. But in all, man, listen here, man. I don't know the next time I'm ever have a Cowboys hat on, man. No bullshit, the way I feel. And I got a ton of Cowboys hats in here, and I try to wear one at least once a week, but it's going to be hard, man. Just looking at one.
We're finna lose a good soldier. We're finna lose a good soldier.
Hey, but if you sign Bill, you might gain one. We're good.
I might have to jump to the team from New England, man, the way it is, man.
You going to follow.
Hold on. Because I guess if I'm the fan of the Cowboys and the Cowboys can't win shit, I'll be a fan of the Patriots, so they won't win shit either.
Oh, goddamn.
They work hand in hand. But nah, for real, man. I'm a Cowboys fan for life, man. No bullshit, man. I don't see myself ever rooting for another team. That shit not in my DNA. It never will be. But I'm a free agent now. I don't have no team to root for. I'm not rooting for no teams. I'm straight. I might not have watched the Super Bowl, man. Fuck what's that shit called?
You got a job to do. You're watching. No,
I'm not watching it. I don't have no job to watch that shit.
Can't join the show the next day then. we gonna block your ass.
I watched they got like a 5-minute highlight route on like YouTube. I'm tuning to that shit.
What you gonna say though, Coach?
No, I'm just curious. Huh?
I would hope you didn't
forget.
No,
I'm just curious. No, y'all, we're gonna save this for Wednesday on a parlay perspective. I'm really curious at what the root is. Why do people hate the Cowboys so much? I want y'all to marinate on that.
Oh, that's simple.
Comes from High Fried Wednesday.
I'll bring it Wednesday.
This should be interesting.
Yeah,
make sure y'all tune in for that. I want to know so I can debunk some stuff.
Make sure y'all tune in, man. Hey, but before y'all tune in the pod perspective,
tune in when I roast Cowboys fans.
The chop up. We got our chop up show tomorrow, man. So come through, man, chopping up some interesting topics. And hey, if you do have some topics that you want to hear on the chop up again, man, hit us up, message us, man. You know what I'm saying? Let us know, man. And we talk about the topic you want discussed on the show. And remember, it don't have to be. It's not sports related. We try to keep our show, you know what I'm saying, kind of off that, you know, on Tuesdays. So come through.
Shout out to you, Bobby. He's a real Saints fan. I can tolerate him.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, brother.
I can. He didn't even say I like him. He's like, I tolerate.
I love Bobby, man, but he's honest about his team. Yeah,
Nah, he is.
Sound bad.
Him, I can tolerate.
Bobby, one thing I am apologetic for. I think me roasting the Saints for 25 minutes pulled the demise of the Cowboys yesterday, man.
You had that coming. My man did a whole half a comedy special just roasting the Saints.
He went full Cat Williams.
Yeah, and you can tell it was bad. And I just looked at the TV. I was like, all right, I'm gonna let him go. Let me get out of the way.
Well, we appreciate y'all, man. Y'all make sure y'all.
Yeah, y'all great, man. Appreciate y'all for real.
Absolutely, man. Y'all did y'all thing tonight. Shout out to if I missed anybody, I apologize, but we saw Anthony, Kawan, Patrick, Mike, James, Dominique, Josh, and Bobby. Appreciate y'all, man. Number love.
All haters.
Kawan for MVP.
All haters. All the people we just mentioned are haters of the Cowboys. Y'all haters. And I hate y'all too.
I hate him. He excels at golf.
You.
Toot, take us out, baby.
Hey, man. Jerry Jones.
Here we go.
All right. Yep. Here we go. Semi Sosa.
Find this podcast and others on STWF TV, the podcasting network, wherever you get podcasts.